You don't see sunlight for weeks. Before you ever understand rank on a nuclear submarine, you understand one thing. There is no outside help. When the hatch seals and the submarine dives, you are inside a machine powered by a nuclear reactor, carrying weapons capable of altering history, moving silently through oceans that would crush you instantly if steel failed. And hierarchy down here is not symbolic. It is survival. You begin at the bottom. Maybe as a seaman, or a junior enlisted sailor. You are assigned to a division. Engineering. Navigation. Sonar. Weapons. Communications. At first, your job is simple. Learn. You memorize procedures. You study system diagrams. You qualify on equipment step by step. Nothing is casual. On a submarine, every valve matters. Every switch matters. Every checklist matters. Because mistakes underwater are not loud. They are final. As a junior sailor, you stand watch. 6 hours on. 6 hours off. Cycle repeats. You monitor gauges. Reactor temperature. Pressure levels. Electrical systems. You log data constantly. The submarine moves quietly, but inside, systems never rest. You are expected to remain alert in an environment without windows, without natural time, without external reference. Fatigue is normal. Error is not. Promotion to petty officer changes your position. Now you are not just learning. You are responsible for others learning correctly. You train new sailors. You sign qualification cards. You verify that procedures are followed exactly. If a junior sailor misses a step, it reflects on you. Submarine culture is unforgiving of carelessness. Reputation spreads quickly in tight quarters. There is nowhere to hide incompetence underwater. As a chief petty officer, authority becomes heavier. You are the backbone of the enlisted force. You manage divisions. You enforce standards. You maintain discipline in an environment where privacy does not exist and stress builds quietly. On a submarine, space is limited. Personal friction is inevitable. You are responsible for keeping the crew functional. Because if morale collapses, performance follows. And performance underwater is non-negotiable. On the officer side, the hierarchy shifts again. An ensign begins with a division. Young. Educated. Technically in charge. But inexperienced. You rely heavily on senior enlisted chiefs. You stand as officer of the deck under supervision. You are trained to command the ship's movement. Course changes. Depth changes. Speed adjustments. Every command you give travels through layers of confirmation before execution. You learn quickly. Confidence must be backed by competence. As a lieutenant, your authority grows. You may become department head. Reactor department. Navigation department. Weapons department. You are now responsible for entire systems functioning flawlessly. If something fails, you answer for it. You report directly to the executive officer. You review logs. Inspect maintenance. Oversee drills that simulate fire, flooding, and reactor casualty. On a submarine, drills are relentless. Because real emergencies offer no rehearsal. The executive officer stands just below the captain. You manage the daily operation of the entire submarine. Training schedules. Crew discipline. Operational readiness. You ensure that every division performs at standard. You are the link between department heads and the commanding officer. The crew feels your presence daily. Standards are visible through you. Then comes the captain. The commanding officer. Ultimate authority on board. When submerged, there is no higher command physically present. Every decision, tactical, operational, strategic, rests with you. You decide when to surface. When to dive. How to respond to unidentified contacts. How to handle system anomalies. If you command a ballistic missile submarine, you carry an additional weight. Deterrence. You operate silently, often unknown, but your vessel represents strategic power at the highest level. You are trusted with assets that shape national security. Yet inside the submarine, your leadership still depends on the same principle it did when you were a junior officer. Precision. Calm. Clarity under pressure. Life aboard a nuclear submarine compresses hierarchy. You cannot escape your rank. You cannot escape your responsibilities. Steel walls do not absorb mistakes. The ocean does not forgive arrogance. From seaman to captain, each promotion reduces your margin for error. The higher you rise, the more lives depend on your judgment. From the outside, submarines are symbols of stealth and power. From the inside, they are systems layered on discipline. Rank is not decoration. It is accountability sealed beneath the surface. Somewhere right now, a young sailor is preparing to report to a submarine for the first time. Believing it is about adventure. It is. But only after procedures are memorized, systems are mastered, and responsibility is accepted without hesitation. Because underwater, hierarchy is not about authority. It is about survival. If you want to keep understanding how elite power structures operate in environments where mistakes cannot be corrected, stay here. This channel is built for people who prefer discipline over noise.